how do you follow Judge Zabel? It's a lifetime. But I've been given the honor as an aqua man. There is an organization called Aquaman, part of the Aqua Foundation, and we founded it. So all of you men here can join Aquaman, all right? We help raise money, we help park cars, we do whatever's necessary so we can take care of this. But it's really a privilege and an honor. I've had a lot of highlights in my life, many, many highlights, and Aqua Foundation has given me at least two. One was when I was able to present to Cindy Brown, the Woman of the Year, a number of years ago. And second, now, Aqua Foundation has given me the honor and the privilege of introducing our second Ally recipient for 2015, Elizabeth Gadinsky. I could go on and read her resume, which would probably take longer than the Gettysburg Address, and go on and on and on, but I'm not going to. I decided today had to be something a little bit different. Today is really a story of love. And how is it a story of love? Basically, Libby was born into a household where she was named Elizabeth. And as the story goes, I'll give little stories about Libby tonight. Her mother's best friend said, Elizabeth, no, let's call her Libby. And so Libby became her immediate nickname. But most people don't know that Libby in German stands for love. And so this is really a story of love. And what I want to do today was just take the simple letters of Libby and try and describe her in that way. So Seth, if you hold up this one, I want you to notice this is aqua.
Give me an L.
And my staff has been really good. So Seth, thank you. We thank Seth for many reasons. One, who would think that Libby, who is one of, listen to this, one of 24 children of a blended family, between biological, step, half, and adopted children. Most of them evangelic. Libby meets Seth, a nice Jewish guy from Miami, in Tufts. So where does he bring her? Down to Miami. Thankfully, Libby agreed to do it. Thank you, and thank you, Seth. Soon their household is filled with two, Naomi, who's to be married soon, and Natasha, better known as Tashi. And they reside and love and live on Miami Beach in various places. So for them, love of people, love of life is really important. So the first L certainly is for love. And if I could have Caitlin, would you be here and hold the I? Okay. You have to be over here though. And I had to figure out letters for each of these and then words. This wasn't easy because I had so many different words that could fill each one of them. But I think this one is imagine. Let's see if this will work. Listen to the words and think of Libby. It all hum and hum. I won't sing it. the sound, I'm not. You have to understand how this is difficult for me. Now we can all go and imagine the world as Libby would like us to see it, which is the E. Pam, would you be the E? For equality. Her entire life is wrapped up in equality. Not just an equality for people, but an equality everywhere. I asked a couple of people what they would say about Libby, and there was a common theme, and the word was basically equal and special. Because Libby makes everyone feel special. When you walk into a room, you want to go and say hello to Libby. When you go somewhere, you want to see Libby. She makes you feel special, and she treats everyone that way. It could be the president, down to the person who is cleaning the floor. She has to know their name, she knows who they are, and it doesn't matter about their station in life. So equality certainly is the middle initial of Libby. Next one, Abby, you want to do this, B? So the family thing, kind of. What would B be? B is brave. Very, very brave. One is she even called me up when she didn't know me to ask me to do something for a campaign. And we have been together ever since. Thank you, Seth. But the other things about bravery that most people don't know, Libby and I talked about. Libby, when her daughters were asked if they could take sex education in school, she said, only if you agree that all gender sex issues will be raised. This is in a private school at a time when this was not as popular as today. Libby went before as being the board of PTA, PTSA at Branson and the board, and said, we need more scholarships. We need to have minorities. She went to Homestead when we were doing the Human Rights Ordinance and stood there taking guff, certainly, and more than guff, threats to her life when we tried to have commission meetings held to get the HRO approved. Libby has been out there and stood up bravely before everybody and said, we will do what's right in our society. We are going to do what's right for everyone. So she's a brave woman. Now, we got E in Libby. Another letter, I mean, I could have gone through the dictionary. If it had an M in it, it would have been mensch, but I couldn't find the M. I think exemplary is the word I came up with. Exemplary because she really lives her life as best that she can. And I don't mean that she's perfect, but she does live the life the best that she can and sets an example. If you meet her daughters and know her daughters, you know that. When you talk to Seth, you know that. They together are exemplary couple. Libby is out there doing what needs to be done. When, and it'll be many years from now, Libby meets the Supreme Being, however we imagine her, she is going to say, I understand Libby's here. I need to talk with her and get some tips. She can help me get the world to be a better place. And she can. And literally and metaphorically, whoever has a glass, we've all used the term friends of Dorothy, but I will tell you that I knew friends of Libby, and more people know her than Dorothy.